Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. We're watching something very unusual of the glass window of the door here. The house across the way, all the starlings are bathing in the eavesdrop. It's hilarious. It's become like a public bathhouse for them. So, I don't know if that means anything to you. It's just an unusual tidbit of information as we get into your reading. Going to see, Capricorn, how you've changed, how you have transformed. And it's a different way of looking at it. It's not like just looking at, it's funny, as I say this now, it's the last reading in this sort of series. It's not literally like looking at cards and saying, oh, okay, well, you used to be in a bit of a hermit mode and you were doing that, and oh, now you're in this kind of energy and you're looking for some new inspiration. Or really, we're going to start with, well, maybe, no, before I tell you what deck we're going to start with, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to look at then. So then can be 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years ago, whatever that is for you, and then now. And we're going to break that down into different decks. I have different oracle and tarot decks. The first deck that we're going to use is from the Archangel deck. So I'm going to find out like what angel, what energy, what the situation was around you then that you were sort of getting support from the universe on some level, and then what you have now in terms of angelic energetic support around you. Then we're going to go to this fairy deck and we're going to ask what the challenge was in the past for you and what the challenge is now for you. Then I'm going into the tarot and I'm going to get like a snapshot of you then and a snapshot of you now. And just when you thought the reading was probably finished, we're going to go into the Elk deck, She Who, and we're going to find out what lesson you have not fully learned and what lesson you have fully learned. And that's what I'm going to do. And so Capricorns, my sweet friends, it somehow feels right now that I'm finishing this series with you on a Sunday, because that's when I'm recording this. That's how I used to do it for such a long time, and it feels better. It feels like getting right into a rhythm. I always liked ending with you. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of nice. We have like a little chit chat and talk about how the week went. So let me get started, Capricorn. It is general. So because it's general, it may or may not resonate. If it does and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to the extended is at the top of the description within this video. So let's start with the archangels. What was guiding you? About what? What was the situation? And then and now. Then and now, Capricorn. Oh God, this card has been coming out so much lately. Sensitivity, Archangel Haniel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So this is talking about the past. Again, it could have been a couple hours ago, weeks, months, years. So I'm going through a cycle shift. So some sort of cycle shift is what I'm getting with this card for you, more specifically for you. And because of that, being sensitive to energies from the past, and starting to feel sort of energies from the future and being kind of caught between those feelings. And that making you a little bit, I'm getting like hyper. I'm hearing hypersensitive to energy, maybe hypersensitive to who needs what from you, or hypersensitive to what environments you feel good in or don't feel good in. I do feel like too, I mean, we talk about these angels or energetic, something, a guide around you, wanting you to honor yourself and these feelings. So, when you are feeling sensitive, or perhaps you're feeling more run down, or you're just feeling overwhelmed, whatever it could be, whatever level it is, to honor yourself when you feel this way and to take what you need for you to get through it. So maybe you were overworking, maybe you were had a lot of things going on. But yeah, I am feeling Like it was sort of a lesson in honoring yourself. When you start to feel this way, that's a signal for you to take action instead of getting to the point where you burn out or you have more difficulty, like you just keep bringing this on. So the angel guide you have around you now. Clairsentience, Archangel Raguel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Ooh, it's almost like taking that to a whole new level. What I just finished saying with the sensitivity card. Like once you start to feel something, to honor that feeling in yourself and to do something about it. This kind of feels like now you're doing something about it. You're noticing your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings and starting to understand that those are signals to you, that your deeper self is communicating to you. Maybe your guides are communicating to you. Certainly your deeper self, maybe even a portion of your subconscious that's working overtime and trying to tell you something. This is divine guidance. Huh. Oh yeah, and I like how they both have, like the bottom of the card is almost exactly the same color here. So it really is. If you took some sort of time out to, because you just felt overly sensitive, hypersensitive to things, this was a really important practice because it made you more self-aware, hyper-aware. And it's helping your guidance system. The bottom you have leadership. Archangel Gabriel. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. I just seen her dropping the trumpet. And in this case, it feels like whatever you were calling in has been called in. There's something, so I don't know. It's on its way. If it's not with you right now, it's on its way into you, towards you. It's dropping the trumpet. You don't need it anymore. It's coming in. So I don't know if you've been trying to manifest something as well. Like, I don't know, it could be connected to the cards I've already pulled out, but it almost feels like it's not. At least it's not apparent to me, but that doesn't mean anything. It's definitely feels like there's something that you're trying to call in or been trying to call in. The manifestation aspect of that is complete. So you can stop whatever you've been doing to bring something towards you. It's on its way. So that then kind of plays out into divine timing. Just continue to believe that it's on its way. It's like placing that order with Amazon. It's on its way. It's on its way. Tracking. I don't know. And then here though, because this has something to do with leadership, whatever this is, I don't know if it's a group of people, if it's supplies for some sort of project that you want to be creative with and create, or if it's a person. I don't know what this is that you've been trying to call in, but once it comes in, then this is where you take leadership. You lead it. Lovingly though. And lovingly. So be the leader here. Take the lead. And lovingly guide others. Oh, put a love in your heart. That's all. Put a love in your heart. You say it's getting late. Oh, please don't hesitate. Put a love in your heart. Oh, I can't remember the rest. I want to go look that up now. It's probably like the song is really coming in. I was just thinking to myself the other day that I haven't really channeled any songs in a while. At least not that I remember. And there you go. Put love in your heart. You say it's getting late. Please don't. No. Oh, please don't hesitate. I sound great in the shower though. I sound great in the shower. Okay, so fairy, for the challenge you had in the past and the challenge that you have now. Everybody sounds great in the shower, right? It's the acoustics. Okay, in the past, journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. But this is in the past. Sensitivity. It feels like journeying away from things. That's what it feels like. Because it's extra sensitive. You have to honor that. When somebody is extra sensitive, you really are not going to be jumping into a lot of like big social events or taking on extra responsibilities and things such as that in your life. You're probably going to journey away from those things. That's what that feels like. Journey. It may be impromptu or planned. It might have been something. Okay, so whatever this oversensitive, it may have just like suddenly just said, you know what, not now. I'm not doing this now. I can't do it now. I'm going under the covers in my bed and I'm not coming out until whatever, I don't know. But it's either that or it was like, it feels like it was building up. It almost feels like it's a combination of impromptu and planned. It could have been something you were planning to do. It could be too something like going to a little spa resort, getting a massage, looking after yourself. I do feel like you pulled away from things that were probably pulling on your energetic force a little too much and directing your energetic force somewhere else, whether that's just completely containing it or taking it to a spa day or taking it to a restaurant or a bar, whatever you needed to do for you. But it does feel like it's almost like something you were thinking about doing, and then just decided that's it, I'm doing it. That's why I mean, like, it feels like it was both impromptu and planned. So now, what is the challenge that you face now? Wisdom. You got to smarten up your ass. I don't know. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Oh, you know the answer. You know the answer. That's interesting. Yeah, Capricorn feels like an old soul. Yeah, you guys always used to go, well, you still kind of do. I just don't talk about it all the time. But when I come into your readings, I feel like old witches and warlocks. I just feel like that energy. Yeah. Like old salt of the earth. So you are. Yeah, there you go. You are. Have you ever been told that you are wise beyond your years? Well, now is the time to use that. That's the challenge. You know, it's always easier. Now, saying this, have you ever been told? So this is almost like people seeing, hearing, understanding you and saying that, right? So that makes me think that they're watching you or they're receiving information from you. It says, man, you're wise beyond your years, Capricorn. But it's almost as if to say, like, it's easier because now you're being asked to look. Now's the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Oh shit, you are a fairy. You're a fairy. You're an old fairy. To call upon your inner fairy wisdom. So it's as if you work as a fairy for others in that way, you little old witches and warlocks. But it's always a challenge to guide thyself as opposed to guiding others. There's your challenge. Guiding yourself. Oh, leadership. No, that's what you already do. No, this is what you already do. This is different. The underline is what you already do. Now it's time to turn that around and guide yourself. Oh, you have the ask for help card at the bottom. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say, now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. That makes sense because I just said, it can be so much harder to guide thyself and to guide others. So you are wise beyond your years because you're more than just the years that you've accumulated going around the sun in this sack of meat body that you're in right now. Like, you're much more than that. Ask your angels for help. That's a little bit why we're here right now. Isn't that funny? You would get that in the fairy card. And we have angel cards here. So it's snapshot time with the tarot. The tarot. You say it's getting late, hope you don't hesitate, put love in your heart. I wish I could remember the rest, so I don't know why they're not coming to me. I was going to say, who else sings to you when they do tarot? I know Tyler's tarot sings, that's like, he sings. Probably an Aries thing. Oh, oh, one more. Oh, don't you be sassy. All right. Uno, Magiciano. I told you, you've already magicianed something. It's already come in for you. What's coming in? Oh, the Emperor. Wow, you pulled in something big. The Queen of Cups, something big and loving. My goodness. That is a strong energy. What the hell did you pull in here? But this is you then, though. No, this is you working manifestation. You have pulled in love fiercely. Oh, you, who is that? You, Capricorn, you have pulled in love that can melt the heart of a leaden shield, like a lead shield. I'm hearing that. You have pulled, like, I don't know, it might not be around you right now, because, like, I don't know, I feel like it might not even, because this is dropping the horn. You can stop the manifestation practice because it's coming in, and it's, yeah, it's warm, it's equal to you then. I don't know that you see it. And the thing is, like, there's nothing here that would indicate that you have it or you had it presently then. Because you have two major arcana, the Magician and the Emperor. So this is kind of, this is working with, like, really deep-seated energy. So it's energetic that I'm seeing here, and also feels a bit faded. This is not something that's easy to really change or transform. But then you have the Queen of Cups, and this is a minor arcana, so it is transformable, and you can transform in and out of it, and you can bring it in and out of your life. Or that, yeah, like, I just see these two sitting on the throne. I'm just hearing one holds the symbol of wisdom and honor, and one holds the chalice of love. I'm just hearing love. Love. Put a little love in your heart. Ooh. You say it's getting late. Please don't hesitate. Yeah, you know, you've manifested, like, the kind of love that would warm the leaden heart of an old warrior, an old king. I don't know if you see it here. Let's see what's over here. Oh, the King of Fire, King of Wands. Princess of Wands. Could be an age difference here. The Eight of Swords. There's an age difference here between you and this. There's a block. Ooh, the Sun is there. Oh shit, the Empress. Right? The Emperor, the Empress. You have the Sun, the Seven of Cups, and the Empress. Wow, this is really powerful. This is so powerful, but it feels like an illusion. And it would. You haven't pulled out a single pentacle in this reading, so it would feel like an illusion. But there's, okay, you need help. I don't know, maybe you really need help, Capricorn. No, I'm sorry. You need this ask for help because you are wise, and perhaps like you are this cold-hearted old king or queen. Or you're pulling in a cold-hearted old king or queen. But they're your cold-hearted old king or queen, honestly, with the Emperor and the Empress. But there's something here that warms. I mean, this is so beautiful, this Queen of Cups. And she's looking right at the Emperor like, she is. She's holding the cup with one hand, and the other hand, it's like this. Like, her fingers are literally, because I don't think you'll pick it up in the camera. I don't know, hold there for a second. Her fingers are literally like that. Like, it's almost like the artist has given the impression of movement. Calling something in. Calling this big old stubborn Emperor in. Well, you called them in. I'm telling you, this energy is coming because you dropped the horn. The angels dropped the horn. But now, okay, and I feel like whatever this is too, the Princess of Pentacles is also the Page of Pentacles, but there's a big difference here between the King and the Princess. It feels like an age difference. I'm just getting it. Feels like an age difference for you. I don't know if that's the block. I hope it's not like an illegal age difference, because then you need to give your head a shake and go turn yourself in. But there's a reason. It feels like you can't move. And you could probably produce an answer for everyone else in your life if they were in your situation, but you can't produce an answer for yourself. And that's why you need to ask for help here. So it might even be communicating. Like you've pulled something in, but then how do you communicate to it? I don't know. I might just go to the teeny tiny tarot decks and clarify your tarot cards. But first, I want to go in here and see if it gives me more insight there, as opposed to what lesson you have not fully learned and what lesson you have learned. Maybe you're trying to show someone how to put a little love in their heart. That's too many cards. I'm not going to tell you that you still have to learn that much. I'm going to go easier on you. Okay, that's not funny word. Lesson not fully learned. She who brings light, light, serenity, and beacon. I am hearing your value. You have not fully learned about your true value. You have not quite learned to understand the light within you. But I feel like the light within you comes from like thousands of lifetimes. Is this even something that you could fully learn in this lifetime? I don't know. I do feel also like there's either, okay, you're either calling something in or something's calling you in. And the lesson not learned is either you've called it in. I think you've called it in. But maybe you don't see it, or it's just not appearing into your life. It could be right in front of you, but you don't see it. Or it just hasn't arrived yet. Like it just has that feeling, but you've called it in. The lesson that you have fully learned. She who avenges, revenge, outcome, and justice. Well, there's different ways this could be done. I'm hearing Scorpio saying revenge is best served cold. And I'm also hearing, you know, the best revenge is living your best life, baby. I think it's a little bit like that. You've definitely learned how to produce the outcomes that you want, that you desire. But not just that, because there's justice here. You've learned to balance the scales of justice for yourself. And I don't know that you see everything that you actually produce around you, that you bring into you. She who remains, powerful devotion and true worth. Ooh, the bottom. That kind of felt like really understanding, right? The lesson not fully learned. Your light, your value. There's a level of you that has gone undiscovered. I feel like it has to do with love. I really do feel like it has something to do with love. I need to go. I really do need to. No, I don't need to go. I need to go now. I need to go into here, into this teeny tiny tarot deck and get more information out of this. Because I'm honestly sitting here thinking, have you pulled something in? Has something pulled you in? I'm not really sure. You're either being pulled or something. Yeah, I've already said it. Pretty much. I'll just sing again. Oh, please don't hesitate. Put love in your heart. The Magician. Four of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. How to go from a period of quiet, rest, sensitivity, and, you know, have a good, solid plan moving forward. You know, not jumping out of the gates or doing anything crazy. Okay. So you're manifesting that. You know what? Let me see. Is this you? Is this someone else? Then... oh, the Emperor. The Fool and the Three of Pentacles. How to have a brand new beginning, a fresh start with a group, with a work project. Maybe it's your boss. Maybe your boss is really like cold and hard. Maybe you've been away from work for a while with this Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, like the Magician. Been away for a bit, resting, recovering. Maybe you took some vacation time. How to move forward. Have a fresh start with the Emperor and build something. The Queen of Cups. The Five of Cups and the Devil. Oh, yeah. You're the one disappointed. The Devil card. I want to read that as you. You're the one disappointed. Or you were. Okay, this was then. You were the one disappointed because I also want to read the Devil card for like kind of what it is here. You were the one disappointed because love, emotions, kindness could not be seen or shown with the Devil and the Five of Cups. Or it wasn't recognized. Yeah, you know, it really is funny. I mean, it kind of looks like to me, somebody in your life, but this is a counterpart because you have the Emperor and the Empress. So it could be a spouse. It could be a business partner. It could be someone at work that you do projects together with. It could be your literal boss. But it does feel like that you've taken some time away here with the Four of Swords and working your way back, because the Knight of Pentacles is going in this direction towards the Emperor. The Fool card, yeah, start fresh. Let's start fresh. Let's start a new project. But I don't know. I don't feel like love can be a factor in this, yet it almost feels like what's needed. It's really kind of interesting. So then we go over here. This is intense. The King of Wands. So this is someone who's got very strong leadership skills. Oh, but this one's up and coming with the Princess of Wands. This could even be a bit of a power dynamic. Like they're both producing flames, man. Both these people. Now, I feel like the King of Wands has an advantage because the sun is full on behind his head, where there's still like a fog and a mist behind the Princess of Wands' head. So the sun has not been fully produced. I'm also, but you know what I'm seeing too? There is a male lion in the sky here with wings. And then here we have a lioness, but she doesn't have the wings. So again, there's something right now. This is like Leo and Aries energy, intense. It almost feels like a stalemate because these two energies are so strong, but yet the King of Wands right now, whoever that is, and I'm not quite sure yet, has the upper hand. Has the upper hand, has the advantage. The King of Wands. Or was the King of Wands, or what is the advantage? The King of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, work. Yeah, something to do with what you want to work on. This person has more power than you. And I'm saying you now, because I'm reading you as the Princess of Wands, because I feel like you're the magician. So you're the one that's taken some time out. You're moving forward again, and you're moving towards the Emperor. So if you're moving towards the Emperor, well, maybe language is so interesting. It could be moving back into a position of authority. Even if you were a boss, maybe you've taken some time out and you're moving back into that position. And you can no longer be in your feels, in your emotions. There's definitely, okay, I don't know who. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's Sunday. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard as readers. I can't tell who is who in this. You have so many strong cards. I don't think it's just you, though. That's the one thing I'm positive of. I am very positive of that. It's not just you in this reading. So the Princess of Wands. Oh, perhaps you are the King of Fire, the King of Wands. Because the Princess of Wands, look, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. This is a desire for something to no longer be like out in the cold, for something to no longer be distant, to bring it together in harmony, to reconcile it, move it forward with feelings of emotion and happiness and hope. What? The Eight of Swords, that's a block. Nobody's going anywhere with that. The Eight of Swords. It came out in that order, and I don't know what was going on. Oh, okay. Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the Tower, the World, and the Six of Wands. All right. This looks like somebody. So whoever has been, I kind of want to say on their own, taking a break, resting, recovering. I mean, even if you're not physically really doing that, you might just, you know, taking a break from thinking about shit, but thinking about coming back to thinking about things. Because this, with the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles, it feels like spending too much time in your head. And this page is reminding me of the page that I have for Sagittarius. We're kind of watching things from a distance, because there's a sense of distance here. Watching things from a distance, hoping for something that's in the distance, and kind of being in a bit of a mental anxiety about it. But yet, there's something that you've built up for yourself here. Like you've created something in your world that's given you a sense of sovereignty and stability. But it has a feeling of, oh, I wanted to say like sort of isolated, a bit of that Four of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles is the Empress in waiting. And the Empress is sitting behind the Sun and the Seven of Cups in the underline. Because then this feels like it ends with the Tower and the World. It's kind of like a shocking, dramatic change, shift of events. And then the Six of Wands, success. But the success, you have to be in a public space to receive the success with the Six of Wands. So if you don't see a solution or a way forward, or you don't see something coming in that you've been trying to manifest, the universe is here to tell you you've manifested it. You've manifested it, and perhaps maybe you're not where you need to be to see it, and that's only because you might be doing a lot more self-focus, or you have been doing more self-focus lately. There is some energy here that has something to do with work, or something that you would work on with a group of people. And these energies are very, they go together really well. Both of these individuals are producing almost the same amount of fire. But one is a little bit older. One is a little bit older, or more experienced, or both. And it could also be just a simple act of, how do you bring your, this is an enormous capacity for self-governance and leadership of self and others. And to put that perhaps in something more personal, to communicate, well, the wanting to bring some energies together here. In almost like a really romantic way, that put love in your heart. But the Eight of Swords, you can't. Because you can't until, I don't know, something comes together, or these energies are together. You have the Eight of Swords at the bottom, and that's it. It's all reversed. Wow. Well, Capricorn, after like a whole week of doing these, yours was the most unusual, in that it wasn't real clear who you were in it. I do feel like, because the Devil is sitting here as a clarifier with the Queen of Cups, that you are the one trying to bring love in. Either you're trying to bring that into your world, or you're trying to draw someone towards you to do that with. Ask for help. That's the biggest guidance I can give you. You honestly have the wisdom that you need inside you to come up with the answer to whatever this problem is. But it's almost as if you need someone else to say it to you. The same way that you show up as wisdom for others, they need someone else to say it to them. So you need someone else to say it to you. And that's what I got. So I'm going to go do the extended Capricorn. I'm going to use tarot and oracle cards, and I'm going to look at how this energy transforms, how your current energy transforms, and then what that energy is in the future. And the birds are still bathing in the eavesdrop. Thank you so much, Capricorns, Capricorns. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.